So we're going to break down very quickly why Mikel Arteta must stop playing Bukayo Saka for 90 minutes in any game, whether the Champions League, the Premier League, the League Cup, the FA Cup. That cannot continue. Welcome to the channel. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to continue to get more of this sort of analysis, and let's jump right into it. Now, Arsenal just defeated Athletic Club, Spanish team, 3-0. Excellent. We got the first goal from Victor Gyökeres. I'm sure many Arsenal fans all over the world are relieved because they started to see that he's breaking, and it was a heading for that matter. So that goes to show that all that talk around he doesn't score with his head, that dies today. Okay, now let's talk about Bukayo Saka, the guy who is the subject of this conversation. Now, in that game, you will notice he scored a goal, or in fact, Arsenal's most effective attacks came from the right flank. It's been the case. We've always known that the whole of last season, and even before that. Bukayo Saka is that guy that's going to give you solid 15 to 20 goals a season, including penalties, of course, in all competitions, if he's fit. Last season, that was not the case. He lost 4 months last season because of injuries. Now, why must Arteta stop playing him for 90 minutes? You notice today, he was the only player who played the entire game. We were able to substitute even Zubimendi. Gyökeres got a rest at 70th minute. Almost every other player, there was a substitution for Martinelli. We got in, what's his name? We got in Madueke to replace Martinelli. So almost everybody got a rest. But Bukayo Saka, who in my opinion is the most effective Arsenal attack player, aside of course Gyökeres, who is new, he couldn't get a rest today. Now, when we signed Madueke, the mindset was that he's that guy who will be plug and play. He can play on the right wing, and if you need to rest Bukayo Saka for any reason, he's that guy that comes in. But because we've still not gotten a decent, player to play on the left wing, which Martinelli obviously is showing his deficiencies every other week, we still had to play Madueke on the left. My expectation signing Madueke was that in the new season, he's that guy who is, once you get the goals, first goal, second goal, third goal, we're comfortable, 60th, 70th minute, it's time to pull up Bukayo Saka. But no, we had to play Madueke on the left because we could see that as soon as Madueke came on, the effectiveness of the attack on the left flank became very apparent. His decision-making, Martinelli, is still very poor. Madueke is very direct, even though he's not yet at his best, but you could see clearly the difference. His work, even his coordination with Gyökeres in that attack started to show. His runs were very effective. His crosses, he's starting to get them right in. And I can tell you, Gyökeres is going to score a whole lot of goals this season and beyond because of that guy, Madueke. But you see, the problem there is that we still don't have a replacement for Bukayo Saka if he gets injured. He's very effective. You need Bukayo Saka. Arsenal need Bukayo Saka in the first half and maybe in the next 20 minutes into the second half. At that point, Arsenal should have killed off 80 to 90% of their games. We can understand him playing 90 minutes in a game like Manchester City or maybe Liverpool or any of those other top teams in the Premier League. But we can't afford to risk Bukayo Saka, playing throughout, the game, because what ends up happening, just like what happened last season, he was fit initially, he's going to get a groin injury, he's going to get a hamstring, and we'll lose him. And you see how effective he is. If we lose that guy, we are officially in trouble. Now, what are the options available to us? I've done a video about why 3 or 5 reasons why we must. I think it's 3 reasons why we have to sign Eberechi Eze this season. He's that guy that gives us the option on the left, and then that frees up Madueke on the right, and then you can give Saka that rest he needs to continue to stay fit. Actually, Saka can actually stay fit for the entire season if we rotate him properly. He shouldn't do more than 60-70 minutes in a game, especially when we've got the 3 points. It's obvious we can't keep playing that guy. There's also the talk about a potential loan move for Rodrigo. I don't know if Madrid will accept that offer, but before the end of this transfer window, the expectation is that Arsenal will sign one more player, and we're expecting at least Eberechi Eze. Eberechi Eze is a fantastic idea because now, even when somebody like Martin Odegaard is out of form, he can step in as a plug and play and get Arsenal, to stay at the same momentum. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about how we should manage, Bukayo Saka's fitness this season, and your thoughts on all the other signings we need to make? Should we go for Eze or should we go for Rodrigo? Or do you even think the squad is actually perfect the way it is as we build up into our first game against Manchester United? Leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.